Introduction. Sight translation is the oral rendering of a written document from one language into another on the spot, with no time for preparation. Where it appears in court, plea forms, probable cause affidavits, waiver forms, court notices, written statements, exhibits introduced during testimony, core skills, fast reading comprehension, ability to restructure long, complex sentences, familiarity with legal forms and boilerplate language, smooth oral delivery while reading, awareness of false cognates and legal terminology, reading in sense units rather than word by word, attention to numbers, dates, connectors, and key details.
Directions. During the sight translation portion of the exam, you will interpret 2 documents, one from English into the foreign language and one from the foreign language into English. You will have 6 minutes for each document, 2 minutes to read it silently and 4 minutes to deliver your oral translation. If you have not begun after the 2-minute reading period, the administrator will instruct you to start. The procedure is the same for both documents.
If you interpret a language other than Spanish, you can still use the English language documents in this episode to practice rendering them into your own target language.
This full-timed format will be used only for the first exercise. For the remaining exercises, you'll follow the same steps on your own, using the on-screen text to practice at your own pace.
You will have 2 minutes to read the document silently.
Sight translate into Spanish.
Advertencias y determinaciones. Se le informa al acusado que, al presentar esta declaración, renuncia a ciertos derechos constitucionales, incluidos el derecho a un juicio por jurado, el derecho a confrontar y contrainterrogar a los testigos y el derecho a guardar silencio. El acusado además reconoce que no se le han hecho promesas, amenazas ni garantías con respecto al resultado de este caso, aparte de las que constan en el expediente. El tribunal determina que el acusado presenta esta declaración de manera libre, consciente y voluntaria. Una vez que se acepte la declaración, el acusado deberá cumplir con todas las condiciones impuestas por el tribunal, incluyendo el pago de multas y costos, la finalización de cualquier programa recomendado y la asistencia a todas las audiencias programadas. El incumplimiento puede resultar en sanciones adicionales, incluyendo la emisión de una orden de arresto. Se le recomienda al acusado consultar con su abogado si tiene alguna pregunta sobre estas obligaciones. Asimismo, se le notifica al acusado que no comparecerá a cualquier audiencia futura puede considerarse un delito independiente y podría resultar en la revocación de cualquier condición de libertad previamente otorgada. Cualquier cambio de domicilio debe ser informado al secretario del tribunal dentro de un plazo de 10 días para asegurar la entrega adecuada de todas las notificaciones. La responsabilidad de mantenerse informado sobre las próximas audiencias recae únicamente en el acusado. Además, el acusado entiende que cualquier incumplimiento de los términos establecidos en esta orden puede ser informado al tribunal por la agencia supervisora o por el Estado. Tras dicha notificación, el tribunal podrá programar una audiencia de cumplimiento o tomar cualquier medida permitida por la ley. Se le recuerda al acusado que la cooperación total con todos los requisitos de supervisión es esencial para mantener su estatus actual en este caso.
Cite translate into English.
Personal Custody Affidavit. I, Annabelle Rosales, an adult residing in Tampa, Florida, hereby state under oath that the following information is true and correct to the best of my knowledge and belief. I declare that I am the mother of the minor Rafael Rosales, born on October 20th, 2020, and that I have been his primary caregiver since his birth. For the past 2 years, the child has lived with me continuously, attending the local school and receiving regular medical care in this community. I have been responsible for his daily needs, including meals, transportation, school supervision, and extracurricular activities. The child's father, Antonio Rosales, maintains limited contact and has not exercised physical custody on a consistent basis. Although he has visited the child on occasion, such visits have been sporadic and, in some instances, cancelled with little notice. Despite this, I have always facilitated communication between the child and his father, ensuring that their relationship continues in a healthy and respectful manner. I state that my intention is to ensure the child's emotional, educational, and medical stability. I believe that remaining under my primary care best protects his well-being. I have not received any promises, pressure, or compensation of any kind to submit this statement. I make this declaration freely and voluntarily for the sole purpose of accurately reporting the current custody situation. Signed in Tampa, Florida, on the 3rd day of April 2026.
Cite translate into a foreign language.
Cite translate into a foreign language.
Thank you for practicing with us. Remember, progress in sight translation comes from steady, focused training. Keep going. You're building a skill that truly makes a difference.